Oh, I guess I'm live. I don't know. Oh, okay. So I am literally just testing this live out. Yes, my background is a mess. I'm gonna be cleaning that up this weekend. But hello and welcome to my first live. My name is B Wilson. And yeah, this is my first live on YouTube. I've been live on Instagram and I've been live on TikTok several times, but this is my first live on YouTube, so I just wanted to get a feel of it. I do not know where the fucking chat is. I want to figure that out. Hold on. I think this might be the chat. I don't. I don't know. I don't. Oh, okay. Live chat. So now, I hate this. I probably should have. Oh, I guess my light gave out on me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh wait, I can see the chat. Somebody has to type something for me to see the chat. Lord. Okay. So here's why this is happening. This is this is also the time where all the animals come and bother me because they know that I'm trying to do something. But anyway, this is all happening because I think my light is just dead. It's just fucking dead. That's it. So we're gonna be doing this without any lighting, because stop laughing, because I don't have any lighting. There's that, right? But this, I haven't decided on a name for it. I know that I want to go live. I know that I want to go live like pretty regularly and talk about like um what do you call that shit? What do you call it? Oh, current events, celebrity news, what's going on with me, and being a content creator while having a full time job. Because I feel like that's my tribe. I feel like that is my tribe. This and being a dog mom. Come here, Zoe. Come here. No, no, you're not gonna come. Okay, but here comes the cat. So I am a dog mom as well as a cat mom. And here's my cat. Here is Shade. What? Bitch! Oh my god. Yo, this cat is not fucking with me right now. Say hi, Shade. You don't want to say hi? You don't want to say hi? You just want to sit here? Okay. All right. All right. So yes, his name is Shade Theodore. Um, I do have his DNA test to say what kind of cat he is, but I don't have that like offhand right now. And then there is King Zulu, and that is my dog. So yeah, there it is. Yes, he is. He is the shadiest. He's the shadiest motherfucker in the land. This cat has the right name because he will shade and judge you to your face, and it's so funny, because he doesn't take on to anybody. He actually hides from everybody, right? Except for me. And then there is one very, very shady friend that we have. And I mean, this man is shady, okay? He is he's a Gemini, okay? But for some reason, Shade loves him. And I'm like, mm. That tells me everything I need to know about this cat and his judgment for people. Tells me everything I need to know. But anyway, so yeah, hot topics. I just want to talk about a bunch of like hot topics. I do come from a Wendy Williams era. I come from a Wendy Williams in radio era. Okay, not just a Wendy on TV. And don't get me wrong, love Wendy down, love her down in regards to Wendy on TV, right? But I miss her. I miss her. I'm trying to think. When was the first time? Um, it has literally been just a cascade of events to the point where it was like, I want to say last year when it was the news was breaking about Kiki Palmer, and then the news was, it was just, I forgot what was going on. It's just so much I can't even remember. And then even recently in like the past month or so, everything that has been going on with like Diddy and this young lady that unfortunately passed away. Um, from so that's something different. But anyway, we're gonna get there. But with Diddy and the City Girls and everything else, and even down to Beyonce and her world tour, I fucking miss Wendy. You know what I'm saying? Like Wendy would have been there, girl. She would have been in her purple chair. She would have had her tea. She would have, did her judgment. Yeah, but yeah, I do. I personally, I miss Wendy. I miss the era of Wendy Williams. And as much as people want to talk shit about her, here's the thing. Wendy would never have been Wendy without y'all. Period. Point blank. Period. Wendy would have never been Wendy without all of the people who talked about her, who tuned into her radio station. And I mean, and then on top of that, I feel like Wendy was the first one to take it for the team. Because it's like, it's not, damn it, all this fire. Jesus, it's not, a secret that Wendy really did get run out of New York. She got ran out of New York because of the things she was saying about Diddy. And here we are. That's why I need Wendy Williams back, okay? Because if anybody deserves to be out here and say, I fucking told you so, it is Wendy motherfucking Williams, okay? It is Wendy Williams, okay? Hunter, whatever. Okay, Miss Williams, if you're nasty, right? Because for years, Wendy has been telling us this. For years. I remember when she was on radio and Puffy had his infamous white parties out in the Hamptons. Zulu, why you always gotta start, baby? Why you always gotta start with mommy while she's doing something? Come on, no. Go sit down. Go sit down. But she was reporting him out in the Hamptons, right? And I remember, like, that was so freaking scandalous. It was like, oh my God, it's a white party. What do you mean? Da 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 da. Now y'all see. Now y'all freaking see. Wendy deserves an apology. Like, I really need everybody to apologize to Wendy for this. So yeah, that's pretty much that. That's pretty much that. But I hope y'all like my planner. Very mermaid-ish, right? But I wrote down some hot topics and just some things I wanted to talk about. So I did write them down in my planner just so that I would stay on track and not do too much. But anyway, first things first. Delish is reporting. I'm so upset right now. Delish is reporting that because of the unlimited shrimp, Red Lobster is filing for bankruptcy. Okay, so listen. I have to say that my fat ass is probably part of the problem when it comes to that. So apparently the unlimited shrimp is causing, Red Lobster to go bankrupt. And I am just in stitches because I can remember it's like, oh, unlimited shrimp. Like, yeah, let's go to Red Lobster. And I can remember a time where, like, when I was younger, before I started going to restaurants and things like that, Red Lobster was like fine dining. Okay, like, please don't front, because between Red Lobster and TGI Fridays, that was fine fucking dining. Okay, in my early to mid 20s, I'm just letting y'all know I don't. Yeah, and to be honest, it's still a lot of times where I just be like, cheddar bay biscuits sounds like a motherfucking plan. So there's actually no word on whether or not they will actually be closing any Red Lobster restaurants. I mean, I live in Philly. There's not a lot of Red Lobsters. I think there's like 2. And one of them isn't even in Pennsylvania. It's all the way in Jersey. So I'm not sure if they're closing it, but just so you know, let's stay tuned for that. So mind you, I didn't see it on Forbes or anything else. Like, I usually read those, but I did see it on Delish. So yeah. Celebs. You have to be living under a rock to not have heard about the whole controversy with J-Lo and this TikToker. I really don't have much to say about this, right? But in this regard, I'm gonna just say if you go to someplace like TikTok, right, and we're going to get on TikTok in a minute, and type in J-Lo, you will see everything that you need to see. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Because this is out here getting people accounts taken away from them and everything else. But the one thing that I love is how the masses are banding together to collectively cancel J-Lo. And at this point in time, I think that not just her, it's not just her, it's a lot of celebrities, right? Why do y'all have that much fucking time? What when did we get to a point where, you know, people's opinion affects you that much and you're a celebrity? That is what comes with celebrity. Beyonce would never. She would never. I don't understand it. I don't ever recall a time, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't ever recall a time where Beyonce actually went back and forth with somebody, like back and forth on Twitter. I know to this day, her fucking Snapchat is secret. Don't nobody know her Snapchat. We know she has one because we've seen the Snapchat filter, so she obviously has one, but nobody knows it, right? Her Instagram is very well curated and everything else. If anybody says anything, I mean, for instance, the whole Khalees thing, she never put out a statement. She never said anything. She took that bitch off the album. She took her off the album and took away all of the credits that she was giving her, right? And trust me, I do understand where Khalees was coming from with that whole, that whole thing. But sis, your beef really wasn't with Beyonce, it was with the Neptunes, or better yet, it was with Pharrell, right? So there's that part. But I just be so frustrated because I remember growing up and even I don't even recall when celebrities, maybe Twitter. I think Twitter is probably the first thing of like how you used to get retweeted by a celebrity or a celebrity would tweet you back. But even that was like 1 out of 1,000 comments, so you kind of felt like really really special and everything else. But all of this, what? Man, why aren't you running lines or with a vocal coach or in the studio laying a track and everything else? Like, why do you have this time to be worried about what somebody on TikTok has to say about you? And mind you, it's not like they're doing anything slanderous. They're literally stating the truth. You didn't sing that shit. You didn't sing it. You didn't say, and that's not saying that J-Lo isn't talented. The girl can dance. She's a very talented dancer, right? For those of us who remember her from her In Living Color days, the girl is a very talented dancer. Is she the first one to come out and not sing on her track? No, she is not. We're not even saying anything like that. But the mere fact that that girl was going through cancer and you had her account taken away, like, yeah, I'm good. I am good. At this point, I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna listen to music wise because, the way my morals is set up, I will delete you from my entire musical archive. Like, I'm not listening to shit. You won't get, I know y'all don't get really paid from the streaming, but even if it's 1 cent, you won't get 1 cent from me. Not no fucking more. I've taken quite a few people that's been in different things that just don't align with me as a person off of my music catalog. So and there's a couple more that's on the chopping block as well. So at this point, I think I'm gonna probably be listening to, I don't know, French cafe music for the rest of my fucking life because don't none of y'all know how to fucking act. But listen, I digress, right? And we're still gonna keep talking about TikTok because that's the other part, right? Is that I do TikTok just not as much as I would like. And you know what? These next 90 days, I am gonna go ham because baby, the way TikTok won't be the fuck around. TikTok won't be the fuck around. You know why? Because everybody agreed on it in the Senate and in Congress. Now, that's the other part that really trips me out. Y'all could not agree on shit. Y'all can't agree on keeping the country open. You can't agree on that in a world where eggs are $6 and gas is like $7 to $8 a gallon. Children who don't have proper medical, proper education, proper mental health services, proper schooling. Y'all can't agree on none of that shit, right? Y'all can't agree on women's reproductive rights, women's health. the mortality rate in black women. Y'all can't agree on IVF. Y'all can't agree on shit, right? But the one thing that y'all can agree on is the banning of TikTok. You know, I, I mean, you act like y'all didn't have nothing else to discuss. I don't even understand how TikTok became that much of a topic of discussion. So this budget wasn't. I mean, the budget just, you just didn't care. You just kind of overlooked it or anything else. Like the one thing, and I know that people. Here come this fucking dog. Hey, Zoom. Hi, baby. Hi. But then again, I think all politicians. I'm beginning to just lump all of y'all in all these different countries into a fucking into just like one big huge heap of shit. Because it's like in the UK, y'all can agree to get rid of pit bull breeds, but how many people do y'all have living in poverty over there? Right? How many people are experiencing homelessness or or this close? See how close I am? That fucking close to homelessness in America, right? But y'all can agree to get rid of TikTok. And the one thing I'm just going to say about that is I just feel like it's because TikTok has really done an excellent job in educating the masses. And especially when it comes to younger generations, because I have never seen generations, literal generations, gather motherfuckers in 3 minutes or less. I mean, they are just calling out racism. They are calling out misogyny. They are calling out the patriarchy. You can see what they're doing with J-Lo. If you just go on there and type that in, baby, let me tell you something. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's like as soon as something happens, there is already think pieces and TED Talks and everything else on TikTok to address pretty much everything, right? So I think that's what it is that this is a wealth of information that can't be regulated by the U.S. government because this is not a U.S. app. And I don't ever recall them giving a fuck about anybody else's app. Like ever. That came from any other country or whatever, right? So there's that part. Then, it's, especially with TikTok, like people are just blowing up on TikTok like randomly. Like one weekend, and I promise you, the same way I was stuck, y'all was stuck on that Risa Tisa story. That weekend, listening to that, and now we have a bunch of people doing it. I know they had to gather their young lady who tried to do the Who the Fuck Did I Marry Part 2 or Season 2. Baby, chill out. Chill the fuck out, okay? But yeah, that's the thing. In regards to TikTok and in regards to content creation, we have 90 days. 90 days. 90 days. And a lot can happen in 90 days. I am going to do some separate TikTok videos over there. So if you want to follow me, it is still B Wilson Beauty over there on TikTok. So it's still B Wilson Beauty over there. It's B Wilson Beauty pretty much on every social media platform. I try to keep it nice and uniform for you guys. And yeah, here's the thing. I'm not quitting my job. I'm not. I have a job that I love. My coworkers are cool. For the most part, I do work very, very remotely. I have to be in the office just 4 times out of the month. Not out of the week, out of the month. So for the most part, I am home. Like I work in finance. I like my job. I like what I do. I'm a Virgo. Virgos like money, baby. I don't know one Virgo that don't get a bag. I don't know one Virgo whose work ethic is not on a fucking 1,000, a million. One thing a Virgo is going to do, they're going to tell you how to get a fucking bag. So in this next 90 days, I am really, really challenging myself. I am going to give myself a nice little bag. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Especially if TikTok goes away today and tomorrow. We still have other shit. So, I mean, is it the end of the world? No. but it will be fucked up because I do like TikTok. I think TikTok is a lot more authentic than other things, right? So there's that. Now, the next thing on my thing is like so ratchety because I love TV and movies, right? And so I have a guilty pleasure. It is a new show on Netflix, and it is called Unlocked, and it is a social experiment about a prison where everybody is locked up for they call it 23 and 1. So you're locked up for 23 hours, and then you only get 1 hour like outside of your cell. So the premise of this is that they're going to do a 6-week social experiment so that all of it's a men's prison, right? They can have like all of the doors are unlocked 24/7, and they have to work as a community because if anything happens and everything else, then they're going to go back on lockdown, right? I am to a point where I have seen somebody get escorted out because basically they were trying to keep him in check. Like he was causing a lot of problems, potentially causing a fight, some type of fight or something like that could break out, and that could cause everybody to go back in lockdown. But everybody likes their freedom. They like their freedom. Listen, I don't blame you, even though you're still in jail. But listen, I don't blame you. So the whole it's a this shit is wild, okay? Because baby, they are in jail, like jail. They're in Arkansas, and one guy is in there. And then the one thing about it is that I guess because the way the cameras are not portraying, the way the cameras are showing the men that are in there, they are doing it in a very humane way. To the point where I fucking forgot that a lot of them are hardened criminals. There's one young man, he is 20. Let's keep that in mind, 20 years old. And he's in there on a fucking murder bid, right? The show is called Unlocked on Netflix. And that was the wildest shit to me. You are 20 years old and you are just getting started on a life sentence. A life, like, bro, you, what? But, fortunately, so far, I'm not done I'm not finished the season because it's only one season. This is the first time they're doing it. I actually hope they do it again. I actually hope they go to a women's prison next time. But yeah, this shit is wild. And I unfortunately had it on, and I had my AirPods in at work while I was, we're doing my work and everything else. Baby, the way this man was talking, the guy Tiny, and Tiny doesn't like guns, so apparently his weapon of choice are knives. I believe he has like a 30-40 year sentence. But he was talking about his son. His son is like 13 now and everything else. And that shit really brought me to tears. It really brought me to tears because we hear about jail and everything else. And I know I did try to watch that whole like 90 days in or whatever, the shit they have on ID or whatever. I forgot which station that is. Yeah, no, I really didn't care for this. But this one, because you got to talk to the inmates a lot and they gave you a lot of their background, stuff like that. So yeah, it is called Unlocked on Netflix. If you have not watched it, please take a moment and watch it. It's really, really good. Netflix is doing the damn thing. Because Bridgerton comes out. I think I might do something else on Bridgerton. I think because I am such a Bridgerton buff, I do love Bridgerton. I am sorry I fell down that rabbit hole after season 1. I watched season 1 from the fucking beginning, right? It was a bop. Episode 1, we locked in. Like that, right? So I think I am going to do a like Bridgerton recap. And then I think I need to do another live as a recap for House of Dragons. Oh, it comes back June 6th. I cannot wait. I cannot fucking wait. Because the same thing happened with Game of Thrones. I did not get into Game of Thrones until 3 weeks before the premiere of the second season. So I literally binge watched the entire first season. And then the second season came on like the next day by the time I finished my binge, right? The same shit happened with season 1. I watched the first episode. I was like, I don't know. It's not like Game of Thrones. How are these people related? Da 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 da. And I feel like that was kind of like my mishap. That was on me, right? Um, Now, listen, listen. June 6th, HBO. I don't have cable. I have the internet, so therefore I will be on Max. Okay, we're gonna be on Max. That's what we're gonna be on. Okay, that's what we're gonna be on. And yeah, I can't fucking wait. I literally binge watched the entire first season in I want to say 24 to 48 hours, and then what are you fucking with? Shade. What are you messing with? What are you kicking across my floor? Anyway, I binge watched the first season probably I don't know, roughly about 24 to 48 hours, and then I have Max. I watched the last episode that Sunday. So when I got home off of work on Friday, that Friday until that Sunday, I binge watched the whole first season, and it was good. Oh, it is juicy. It is good. We already have villains. We already have like I don't know. I don't know. Who are y'all voting for to be on the Iron Throne? I know who I'm voting for. I'm rooting for. I love this even more because we get to see more of the dragons. And I remember in the tomb in Game of Thrones, you got to see the carcasses of the dragons. You got to see like basically the bones and everything else. And I just remember thinking that's some scary shit. Like, what that motherfucker look like when he's not dead? Like, what does he look like when he's not dead? And now we're getting to see that. We're literally getting to see these beasts in all of their glory. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a movie with Christian Bale, and it was called Reign of Fire, and it was like set up in the UK, like London. And something happened, and they basically awakened a dragon, which caused the entire world to be overtaken by dragons. And like these, we as humans were just done for. If you have not ever watched, I think, oh, that's what I should do. Okay. Hear me out, right? Should I do a live dedicated to House of Dragons and then give you my top dragon movies? Because I will say this. I love me some dragons. I love me some dinosaurs. And then, yeah, I think like out of those things, I think people think dragons are mythical. So out of those mythical creatures, dinosaurs are not mythical though. But dragons, yes, I do love me some dragons. Love me some dragons. I don't know why I like shit that's gonna kill me. But anyway, that kind of sums up my dating life too. But anyway, yeah, this live was fun. I am still going to probably be going live a lot more. I'll probably be doing it again tomorrow. Just to kind of test out, I need to get my lighting together. I need to get my camera together because this is my iPad. I also have a little, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a adapter to where I can stream with my DSLR. I want to try that out. I also need to get my lighting together because obviously I didn't charge it, so it's not working. It's not working. And then I also have a mic that I also need to figure out. I have two. I have that. Wait. I have one for my DSLR. I have the lavalier mic that everybody has, for the lapel. But then I also have one. See, this is my favorite one. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know what happens to the top of it. These little, this little thing right here. That little one. It's a really good mic. I think I got it off Amazon for like $4. This is a really good mic, but it is corded. There's a cord. I personally don't care, but it is a cord, and I'm gonna test it out to see how it works and everything else. But yeah, I don't even know how to end this. This is so sad because I've actually never went live, but I do love you guys. I have not thought of a name for the show. I just know that we're going to be talking a lot of shit. We're going to be talking about television. We're going to be doing hot topics. We're also going to be doing talking about being a content creator and basically getting a bag. I will, even though I work in finance, I work in finance. So therefore, I will not be on here giving y'all financial information. I am very, very sorry. I might throw in a little general sprinkle here and there. We're going to be talking about dating and marriage. We're going to be talking about being a pet parent, about being child free by choice. Yeah, that's it. Let me figure out how to stop this, cause I don't, I don't know. I don't know, but I do like YouTube Live. I do. I think it is some things that I have to learn on here, but we're gonna keep doing. We're gonna be like this next 90 days is a challenge. We're gonna go for consistency. We're gonna go for engagement. We're just gonna do all of that. We're gonna do all of it. And again, for your daily updates on how things are going, and actually what my goal is in this 90 days, follow me on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. It is at B Wilson Beauty. So yeah, good night. I'm gonna try pressing this X right here because that just seems like, oh my god, it just seems like it will work. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna